Hello. So week 5 is upon us, and you will be looking at 3 chapters. Chapter 3, Ethics in a Diverse Society. Chapter 8, Supporting Materials. And Chapter 13, Presentation Aids. So I'd like you to begin to rehearse and then present your informative speech. And you'll practice your speech several times before doing your recording, and then you'll be recording it. And so I've put some examples here and plan to put some more that will help you with informative speeches. I know we had a few last week as well. So note here, it does say due no later than Friday. I'm going to change that because with a small class like we have, I'm going to say I'm encouraging you to turn it in no later than Friday midnight, but I will understand if it's beyond that. You have a writing assignment where you will be writing a well-reasoned written discussion on the importance of ethics when developing a speech, including the selection of supporting materials and presentation aids. So kind of reflecting on what you have read about. I am looking forward to reviewing your speeches and providing feedback. And once again, you're very lucky that this is a smaller class because there have been some very large classes where you have a broader audience, but this is a smaller one, so you're in luck there. Should you have any questions as you're reading this material, do reach out to me. I respond to email very quickly, and I'd be happy to provide any kind of input that you might need on this. As you look at the chapters, I will pull up Chapter 13, just to give a few highlights on that. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I want to provide a few highlights for you. I think one really beautiful reason for public speaking is to share our faith with others. That, to me, is one of the best reasons to be able to speak. And I know that presentation aids often help in that. So this chapter will help you explain the purpose of presentation aids, create a plan for visual, audio, and multimedia aids, and choose specific presentation aids, including 3-dimensional and 2-dimensional visuals. So you'll be going through and kind of learning why this is important. And then you will be assessing your topic, your purpose, the occasion, your audience, which is extremely important to understand your audience and gain as much information as you can about that audience prior to presenting. And then 3-dimensional visuals, objects, models, people. The pastor of my church is really good at this. He'll often bring some object that just kind of brings a point home. And I think it's interesting for an audience, or in this case, a congregation, to see something physical that helps them to understand the point that's being made. So it is very good to have those types of objects. And it can also be went through that very quickly. It can be done also with audio resources and video resources as well. So planning the presentation, you need to be sure that you've got everything in line when you are presenting elsewhere, so that you need to know the software and the projectors and everything is working, or the chalkboards or handouts, posters and flip charts. All of that's really important. One thing about slides, simplicity does rule. It's very good to keep your slides somewhat simple and to use repetition to bring back the point that you have begun to make. Return to that so that you repeat it a few times. That's very helpful in public speaking as well. And I'm going to stop here, but that's basically what you're looking at. So these chapters are meant to help you in your day-to-day public speaking endeavors, but also with the class assignments that you have. So once again, as you go through these chapters, should you have questions, please send me an email. I'm happy to respond by email or schedule a phone call as needed. Thank you so much and have a blessed week.